Hey Cancer, how's it going? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Welcome here and welcome to your November 2020 mid-month tarot card reading. So I'll introduce this read a little bit. It is probably the most structured reading that I do throughout the month. I use the Starman tarot card deck, and this deck was inspired by David Bowie, and he collaborated on the artwork, and you do see his face in a lot of the cards, and it's one of my favorite things about this deck. So the tarot card spread is called Starguide, and I pulled it right from the companion book that came along with the deck, and I don't know if I have it handy. I do. Actually, this is what the box looks like that it came in. So it's just stunning. And for you tarot card readers out there, I got it off of Amazon. So anyway, guys, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And for any Cancer cross watchers, keep in mind this is a general read, okay? And I feel like I should be prompting you guys to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. But I mean, you do that if you want to, right? So no pressure. So present situation, this is going to be available for the sign of Cancer. And I just saw angel number 111. Okay, so this is very important. Very important that that angel number came up right now as we look at your present situation that you're either going through right now or is going to be available soon for your zodiac sign. So Seven of Wands. So this is a definite rising up, a rising up of yourself, of your spirit. I'm just going to write that down. Seven of Wands is just really taking control of your own mind, your life, and your voice. Like finally speaking up. You guys could be intertwined with a Gemini this month too, and things could get a little bit interesting, shall we say? So here's you, like this is superhero you, and the only superhero I really know how to, you know, sort of imitate is Spider-Man, and that doesn't seem quite right now, but Seven of Wands is like that fierce persona that you're finding for yourself. You know, you could have been a really soft shell, little crab humor, recently, and just felt really not yourself, and maybe that people were kind of wiping their feet off on you a little bit, and that's not going to happen anymore. So that's the good news, you know. And it could be, you know, in situations, and even with what's going on with the pandemic, people are so unbelievably rude in public, and they keep on breaching. Like we still have to stay 2 meters or 6 feet away from each other here. People are still like leaning right up against you, and they have absolutely no clue. And you might have been too shy to say something back to somebody, but that period of your time, of your life is over. So, I mean, that's a good thing, but it can have its downsides too. So let's look at any cause of conflict that comes along with that. So we have the Ace of Swords. So the Swords is the air card, right? And it represents your intellect. And when you see the Ace of Swords, it's basically called the victory card, okay? So you could be really skewing your opportunities because you're more focused at winning the conversation, or, you know, giving somebody a sarcastic barb in public. I'm seeing where you might want to be a little bit, like, just take a breath, count to 3 before you say anything. I get the feeling that somebody could actually observe you in action and maybe think a little bit less of you. I don't think there's anything wrong with defending yourself and standing up for yourself, but when you have this compulsion to blurt something, you're not giving yourself the chance to filter it or say things in the most appropriate way. Like I have a pretty heavy sense of sarcasm, right? But I'll run things through the filter a couple times just to make sure that, you know, it's acceptable for everybody that's going to hear. You know what I'm saying? So really watch what you're saying and do not get in a text war, direct message war, email war. Don't do that this month. Because people, and this is something I really don't like about social media, they take the opportunity to screenshot every conversation and post it on social media. Oh, I can't believe what this person said. So unless you want this one retort or, you know what I mean, sarcastic comment to sort of haunt you, yeah, just hold off, but that does not mean that you're not defending yourself, because it's actually incredibly smart defense, because you're looking out for future you. Interesting. So change is needed in order to face this challenge. This is really an interesting card. So this is the Five of Pentacles. So this is saying that you're experiencing some sort of sense of lack. So you could feel like when somebody comes at you, or they're just so ignorant, or somebody is like, you know how people are like, especially on social media. It's so much easier for people to attack other people on social media, and you could feel like you're not defending yourself appropriately by not reacting right away. So this is where the Five of Pentacles is coming in, and you could feel like, well, I can't let them win. You're not letting somebody else win. You are setting yourself up for the win, because people just look like, man, future employers can see stuff like that, People can just Google you so fast, or they can look at your social media profiles and go, well, I don't really want to date that person, or invest my money in that person, or hire that person. So this is, like I said before, setting your future self up for the win. And all it's going to do is take you that 3 to 5 seconds to say, is this worth my response? Does this matter to me? Does that person matter to me? Does their comment matter to me? Do I care that I just got elbowed in the face on the subway? You know what I mean? So, but you can change things and twist and throw humor into it. I say things like, actually, it's pronounced excuse me. And I'll give you another specific example. I was at a grocery store, and I'm standing in line, and this was before the pandemic, and somebody they came up and they put the front of their shopping cart right against my backside, and they were pressing it into me, and I was like, this cannot be happening right now. So I just turned around and I said, it's just physics that you can't go through me, so you might want to back it up a little bit. And everybody died laughing, and they moved. But I took that route instead of turning around and saying something really offensive that could have followed me, because now everybody is using their handheld devices to videotape, and then they post it, and then there you are for all eternity looking a fool. So let's see what your strengths are here. So this is a really good indication that you'll be able to problem solve very well. The Two of Pentacles is really showing that connection between the left and right side of the brain, and you could have a little bit of an internal war. It's just go ahead and say that, but then smart you is going to come in and say, well, let's do it this way, and say something a little bit sarcastic, or we'll let this one slide a little bit. So I really like that this Two of Pentacles is really sort of swooshing through life and being able to rise to that challenge and defend future you, but also being smart enough to know when to let things slide. So let's see any other challenges happening for you, Cancer. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. So you guys could be feeling, and it could be a little bit of a pinch on your finances right now. And this could also be leading you to say things that you don't necessarily 100% believe, because you're already a little tiny bit stressed out about money. But with the Seven of Pentacles, there is something big coming in on your future. So try not to and this guy here, he's wearing he reminds me of a combat soldier, like a foot soldier, so very strange for the Seven of Pentacles, because you could be fighting it, and then anything you could do, say, or comment, or backlash against can really impact your ability to bring in future abundance. So you really have to understand that anytime you sort of open your mouth to say something, or type out an angry response, you know, all of that negativity is going to reverberate into the future and could potentially impact any money-making interests that you have. So everything is linked here, Cancer. So really, really, really just filter your responses, okay? So let's have an outcome card here for you. And I think this is just pretty good advice overall because it's so easy, like the arguments that people get into in the comments sometimes. So you have the King of Swords. So this is a really great energy for you guys to just leave emotion out of things. You know, you can say things that are off the cuff and witty and smart and funny without making people look stupid or making yourself look bad, right? So it's something that you might need to work on. There's some comedians that do it really well. You know, I worked in the service industry. I was a server for a long time, so I was able to really fine-tune that skill with people where I could actually say something like relatively insulting, but say it in such a way that everybody would laugh. So this is where I see that you guys are kind of intentionally going towards so that you can actually defend yourself with that Seven of Wands and not make you look bad, but also get your point across. Something else to take notice of here, you guys, is there's 2 sevens in your reading. So angel number 77 for you. And the King of Swords, he just really is going to enable you to leave emotion out of the sass, okay? So very interesting read for you guys this month, and I hope you enjoyed it. So I'm going to wrap it up here and just wish you guys many blessings. Take care. Bye.